Hey there! This video is going to walk you through how to create your own profile in Wild Apricot, which is the member relations management system we're going to be using at the Idea Foundry. We pride ourselves on being able to connect folks with people who can fill services or skills that we need, like designing 3D printed parts or helping make a website. And we're glad when people can organically network at the coffee shop or during a class or in the co-working space. We'd like a more thoughtful and intentional way where people can put this in a profile online that's searchable, where you can email people directly. That might be a little better than brain dumping into people you've just met about all of your skills, all of your needs, all of your interests and passions. So this video hopefully will make it easier for you to do that. So when you first get your invitation to join Wild Apricot, you're going to see a couple of emails in your inbox. And the first one will say, membership activated at the Idea Foundry. Notice that it's going to say membership level, and if you're a workshop member, it's going to specify that. If you're a co-working member, it's going to specify that. If you're an Explorer member, it'll say that. It also says free here. Ignore this. We're going to keep doing our invoicing as we traditionally do through QuickBooks and our conventional channels. Wild Apricot allows you to do some invoicing through it as well. So you're going to see some fees, some things like this. Just ignore any of the costs that you might see in any of the emails from Wild Apricot. So the first email will say you're registered as a member. And the next one will have your login information for Wild Apricot. Your user ID is the email address that you provided to us for your Idea Foundry membership. And then it's going to send you a generated password here. So I'm going to just copy this password. You can use this for as long as you like, or you can change it. And then go to ideafoundry.wildapricot.org. That's where this portal lives. And then scroll down to this funny faceless avatar. That's actually your login. Click on that. And again, your user ID is the email address that you use for your membership at the Idea Foundry. The password is what's sent to you in that first email. And then we're going to log in. The first time you log in, it's going to ask you to accept the terms of use. Do that. Hit continue. And then if you want to change your profile, click on your little avatar down here. And now you're logged in, so it says you can view your profile, you can change your password, or you can log out. Go to View Profile. And here, there are a few things like your membership level. Again, ignore this free comment here. Status, blah, blah, blah. First name, last name. Organization, that's if you have a company or if you're with a company. Your email, and then things like your phone number. And then a few things that we're including in this profile. So who I am and what I do is a small, paragraph answer you can provide. Skill sets can be things that you think you're particularly trained on and that you'd like to help other people do. Skills and services you're currently looking for. Again, this is something we think might be important for people to communicate to other folks at the Idea Foundry. So if you're looking for help on things like 3D design or website development or marketing, put all that here. And then there's an option to upload a photo. So in order to add all this stuff, click on Edit My Profile. And then here you can change things like your name, organization. I think you have to put something here. Actually, I'm going to leave it blank just to see if it complains. And I'm going to put my number. This is the fun stuff I do. Not much. Need help in everything. There we go. And I'm going to choose a file. Here's a photo. And notice one time when I was doing this demo, I chose a file, and for whatever reason, it came in rotated 90 degrees the wrong way. So I just opened that photo on my laptop in Paint, resized a little bit, saved it again, and then opened or added that new photo, and it worked. So there are a few quirks here. I'm going to hit Save now. And it does indeed say organization is required, even though it doesn't say it's one of the mandatory. Oh, it does say it's a mandatory field. So I'm going to say Idea Foundry. Hit save again. And so now I've answered that stuff. And if I want to see what it looks like, I can click on this. If I want to look for other people's profiles, I can click on the directory and click on these individually. So that's how you first log into Wild Apricot and how you add a few member profile details. There are a few other things you can do with your member profile. So I'm going to log back in by clicking my little avatar here, hit View Profile. We talked about editing the basics, but you can also do things like create a member photo album. So I'm going to click on that, and this allows you to create an album. So I'm going to click on that, and I'm going to say maybe things I've made. This is an album of some puppets I made with some friends. And click Submit. And then you can upload photos. I'm going to choose a couple of these guys and say Upload. And now if I go back to my profile and see what it looks like on my directory, I have all of my basic details, I've got my photo, and then I've got a photo album here. I can click on this, and I can click through, see some of these things. The Wild Apricot is a pretty bare bones interface. It's not terribly fancy, but I think it's pretty functional. So you can add member photos. You can also edit your privacy features. So I'm going to click on View Profile again, and there's a privacy option here. If I want, I can edit this, and I can say, yeah, show my photo album to anybody, or no, just members of the Idea Foundry. I can remove the send message form if I don't want people to direct message me. I can hide my email, my phone number, things like that. So there's quite a bit of opportunity to edit what people can see and how they can contact you through this by editing the privacy portion of the profile. Save there. You can also subscribe to different types of emails that you receive through Wild Apricot. So we'll send newsletter announcements, general announcements. We also have a forum, or a number of forums, and you can click on those forums and subscribe to them. If you want to unsubscribe, you can either hit the button in the forum, or you can manage all of your subscriptions here. I don't know if we'll do event registration here. I think we'll use event registration in occasion, like we manage our classes. And again, we're not going to be doing any invoices or payments through Wild Apricot, so ignore that. So those are some advanced features of your member's profile. There are also some forums that we can use to communicate on Wild Apricot. So if I click on forums, it'll show me some recent forum updates. So these are the most recent posts to these forums. If you click on the home button, it will also, there's a little widget here that will show you the most recent comments in the forums. We can control, that is, Idea Foundry management can control what forums we have on the site. Right now I've made a couple of demonstration ones, one for 3D printing, one for business. Let me click on the 3D printing one. So we can create these forums, but any member can create a topic. So you can see there are 3 topics. These are all demonstrations right now. There's a test topic, one for building a slicer, one for using the form 1. So for example, if I had a question, I could create a topic. I could say, question about 3D printing filament. Hey, HiveMind, where can I buy filament for my bot? And then if you want to add files, you can do that. I'm going to hit create. Notice that you can choose to subscribe to this topic so that responses will automatically get emailed to you, and you can choose whether they're emailed daily, weekly, or immediately. Immediately means within a few minutes or even a few hours. So I'm going to hit create. And again, the interface is a little bit bare bones here, but it shows my question, and then people who want to reply can reply this way. If I go back to the topics now, I'll see the most recent topic has now come to the front here. If I go home, I'll see that my question is the most recent update in the forums. I've also noticed that you can receive this topic will come into your inbox. If you reply from your inbox, then it seems like that email gets sent around to the people in the forum, but it doesn't seem like your email reply gets updated to the forum on this post. So that's one thing we're going to have to decide. Is it kosher to just reply with an email because that's not going to be archived on this forum, or do we just encourage everyone to use this portal? This is one of the hiccups that you have with bulletin boards or listservs or forums like this, but hopefully the advantages will outweigh any of the hiccups. So there you have a quick tutorial on how to log into your new Wild Apricot profile, how to find your password and your user ID and your email address, how to edit your profile, how to edit your privacy settings, how to update or add a gallery of photos, how to join topics on forums, how to change your subscription management, and the like. So hopefully this will be a way that allows us to communicate our needs, to communicate things we've built for to other people, communicate the talents that we want to provide to the community in a way that is more robust than Facebook or a random serendipitous encounter at the Foundry. So curious to see how much people engage with this platform. I think it's going to be a useful addition for all of our members. Thanks so much.